Morning.
Oh, morning.
Hi, I'm Lisa Bacaizo. I saw President Biden on Sunday on 60 Minutes interview tell me that I had to put inflation in perspective, that inflation has only gone up an inch month over month. I have a family of 4. We measure inflation in dollars and cents. Me and my husband may get a 2 or 3% raise at the job we work at. Inflation's up over 8%. We essentially just took a 5% pay cut. My son came home from college. He took a summer job. The majority of his earnings were put straight back into his gas tank. Like you all have said, gas prices are way up. Utility prices are way up. Food prices are way up. I talk to people and they are feeling the same pain. So what is the Commitment for America going to do for regular families like mine?
Great question. You're right. Everything's up, but your paycheck is down because it doesn't go as far. Brian Stile has worked a great deal on this when it comes to the commitment. Brian?
Thank you very much, Kevin. Thanks for sharing your story. Because I talk to so many moms and dads like you who are struggling to get by because their wages aren't keeping up with this inflation. And to put it in perspective, how many people here have seen their grocery bills increase dramatically over the course of the last year? I'm seeing every single hand. The Republicans have policies that can address inflation that we can begin with on day one with Speaker Kevin McCarthy. One, we can get reckless spending under control. The Democrats have spent hundreds of billions of dollars on new government programs, and the result has been inflation that makes it more difficult for you and your family to get by. We need to unleash American energy. That doesn't just mean the price that you pay at the pump. That impacts your groceries. It's a diesel-powered tractor that's going into the field at harvest. There's probably a diesel-powered truck that's bringing those goods to your grocery store. By unleashing American energy with an all-of-the-above energy approach, we can dramatically reduce the cost of your family's grocery bill. We also need to make sure that we're putting policies in place with government support that's connecting workers to the workforce and preparing workers for the jobs of the future. We need to make sure that all Americans who find themselves on the sidelines are able to get themselves back to work. If we go and attack this reckless Democratic spending and put spending under control, if we unleash American energy, and if we help workers get back to work, we have an ability to bring down inflation and allow you to afford the things that your family needs. That's not just our promise to you, that's our commitment to America. And we're going to be able to do that with Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Thank you.
That's all. Lisa McClain, you're a mom, business owner, Congresswoman. You've worked on some of these challenges as well.
Well, Lisa, you and I are both the same. We're both named Lisa, and we both have 4 kids. That's why I have so much gray hair. But I feel your pain, and I think the majority of Americans feel our pain. Is we cannot continue to work harder and take home less. So let's start with an idea. I know Brian talked about a couple policies, but we got to get back to one simple idea. What does the government produce? Nothing, nothing. They cannot spend $1 and give to you of which they have not taken from you first, right? It's pretty simple, I think. I'm kind of a simple person. The government has a spending problem, and we need to understand they're spending your money. So I think what Kevin and the team has done is put together policies that will keep and get our economy stronger again. And one of those policies, really simple, is let's keep the tax cuts permanent. Because you actually can keep more of your money. What a concept. You know, the money that you earn, you can actually keep it. And we also know this crazy thing, it's cause and effect, is that, let's see, if we have more people working, people who are working pay taxes. Let's not forget, the more people we have paying taxes, the more programs that we can provide. Remember, it's our economic policies, and that's why this commitment to America is so critical, that give us our social programs. We need to get people back to work. It's kind of simple, right, Lise? Right? You and I agree on that. If you think about the ideas, we got to get our mind right first, and then our actions will follow. But we are in a debate right now, and we need to contrast. Do you like the economic ideals of the Democrats that make you dependent? I mean, think about it, Lisa. I'm going to pick on you for a minute. Do you want your kids to be dependent? I don't want my kids to be dependent on me. I don't want my kids to be dependent on their spouse. And I sure don't want my kids to be dependent on the government. We have to get our kids and America back to work. That's why we're here today, is to talk about the commitment to America. We have a positive, bright future that believes we need strong economics and we need to get people back to work. And I thank my colleagues for doing that. And I really thank you for having the courage to ask the question, because it's going to take courage to go forward.
Thank you, Lisa, for that. Thank you, Lisa, for your question.